some days everything just seems to go wrong.
So apparently they only let you check in a couple of hours before, 2.5 I think, if my math is correct. But we had to leave early because the road here was closed yesterday, so we didn't know if we were going to encounter the same situation. Hello, sunshine. We are back at the airport.
We ended up getting to the airport about 3 hours before our flight. This is because the road here had a roadblock the day before, and we were afraid it would have it again today. And there's always something that happens on the roadway that makes the trip extra slow. So we felt safe leaving an hour or two earlier. In the past, we've been able to walk through with carry-ons, but not with check-in bags. So we waited for a while.
But we get to check in now because it's 7.
When we got to the desk, he said we couldn't fly because our tickets didn't have our middle name, which is a big deal in Mexico. I started to panic because our ride left. We were an hour away from home. We had rented our apartment, so we had nowhere to stay and we had to get a hotel. Luckily, he fixed it for us and then followed it up by saying that we couldn't fly because we didn't take our COVID test. Panic set in yet again because there is no testing facility in this airport. The closest city is an hour away and the places are probably closed.
I'm so sweaty. I am sweating. So we almost didn't get on the plane because I didn't really think it thoroughly, because we usually get 2 flights, one to Cancun and then one back home. This time I got a connecting flight. Turns out I should have taken a COVID test before getting on the first flight, and I didn't because I was gonna take it to Mexico City. So now like the guy's like, oh, you can't fly without a test, and I kind of panicked a little bit, and I guess he felt bad for me. So what he did is, on checking us in from the flight from Mexico City to Miami, so we could take the COVID test and recheck in. Thank goodness. We were at the counter for an hour. As you can see, I was sweating bullets because I had we are 2 hours from home, kind of. It's like an hour and a half, but yeah, it would have been such an ordeal to go back home, and it would have been such an ordeal to lose our tickets. We would have freaking lost our tickets. So thank goodness for this very nice gentleman from Pilates, because I don't know what we would have done. Next time, I know to do my research. I just had so much happening in my head that I didn't look it up properly, obviously. So now I know if I'm doing a connecting flight, I gotta take the COVID test before the first flight, even if it's domestic. So now we wait.
So this is the thing about doing things that you know you have to do, but you don't really want to do. I feel like this angst shows up or manifests itself into your life, and then you end up having obstacles in the way.
We made the flight. Now to see if we can get on the next one. And that's why I love you.
Part of me is dreading going back to Miami, and part of me is so excited to see my family. And thus I'm in this predicament of things going wrong.
So we got the luggage and had to step outside, but inside. I don't know if that makes any sense. So one of the security guards gave us a shortcut, so we didn't have to go outside all the way. and everything is closed because it's late. But at least there's AC here. I don't think the Tuxtla airport had any AC because I was sweating profusely. But you know, I seem to sweat profusely in every video I make. Could be a me thing. Just did the test. Hopefully it comes back negative and we can fly. It was 550 pesos per test. So see, it's a special price for Volaris customers. Yay! We got results.
This was a strange time because I didn't expect to have to wait out here for 7 hours. We did get something to eat and then just sat along with all the other people sleeping on the floor while the overhead speaker repeated over and over every 5 minutes COVID warnings.
But 20 more minutes to be able to check in the bags and move to the inside.
By this time, I was even too tired to think. I just wanted to be there already. But it was in this moment, right here, where she gave us our boarding passes, that I knew exactly where I wanted to be. In Miami, hugging my family, and revisiting what we once were.
We are in. So much closer to being there. Let's go on that thing. 7 hours of listening to this lady talk has to be some sort of torture. Has to be.
Unfortunately, once inside, we had to wait some more, and the chaos that was inside was to a different degree than the sleeping people on the floor. There was confusion of where to take the flights. There were so many people that there was barely room to sit. And with the lack of sleep, we had just endured. It was exhausting.
We'll be closing our door soon. You may now send the last text messaging devices or switch to airplane mode.
So we were like on the last row, and they asked us if we wanted to sit up front. We had a bad ending to the last leg of the trip. $18 and we're officially in Miami. It's incredible how every country has such a unique smell. We have also been wearing the masks for 18 hours, so I think the smell is stronger because of that. We're being smell deprived. feel like it was such a good travel day. Probably because I was feeling awesome. So no crap a travel day this time. And we haven't like really slept. We slept a little bit in the plane and I still feel good. I think that's like celebration time. We were the first at immigration. It took like 1 second. All good. My sister came to get us. Exactly. I'm trying to delay. But you did fabulous. Finally! We're in Miami. My sister!
Come here.